Hello and welcome to the DFS_PhD show for today, the 20th of March. Remember, you're good enough, you're strong enough, and gosh darn it, someone's got to win that money. Congrats to BNTR16 for winning the money last night. Let's see, leaving only 100 on the table. I thought, I guess second place had 600. Yeah, Epi with second place, so he's always a smart dude. Really negative ROI lineup, presumably because of leaving $400 on the table. Mega smash. So don't take into account, particularly when you're late swapping, what the ROI says. It's going to start off saying zero every time, particularly if like there's a live sim update, and those are the most valuable ones that like you get news 10 minutes before lock, and contest sims can't process that, right? There's too many variables all being set at once. Maybe yours can. Hopefully you have your own little thing at home that can, but I mean, Epi probably does. Probably 5 or 10 of you guys who do. Anyway, but so fun day yesterday, generally predictable. I was slightly up on the day, of course, since it was a low allocation day. But anyway, so couple of saddies, but nothing of import. Today, a lot of news. So both we have the $4 to 100K and a fun news slate. Plus, I'm traveling tomorrow, won't be able to play, so I'm gonna go a little nuts today. Get full 2% almost for sure. Probably go 50 on this big tournament. Um, and anyway, so we've got a lot of news. Let's just go over it. Number one, Tobias Harris, present at shoot around. Let's see. Um, so I assume that means he's out, right? So this is be the seventh game of the year with him out. But that's already, people have adjusted pretty well to the usages here because that's mostly just Embiid out, right? Who cares about Tobias? Other news from the day. Let's scroll from the top. Um, Jimmy Butler expected in because he is participating. See, they use the words. Pay attention to the words the guys use. That's important. So obviously you need to, yeah. So first of all, Donovan Mitchell is still out. Evan Mobley is still out. I don't understand what's happening with this game. I upped the projection from 110 to 110, or from 100 to 100 to 110 to 110 or so, with no winner because that's what I try to do when I say a game as a pick 'em. Because I don't know who's going to win that game. With Bam out, because he goes midday downgrade as well, I would assume we get a bit more to the other available players, but they weren't very attractive. Let's check it out. I don't think I actually did wind up changing very much here. So let me make sure. Oh yeah, right, because I did it in the game total. And also we still have other guys out. It's just a mess. It's a even with the so first of all, what you do in SaberSim now when you change the game total is first you click the yes, but then you have to change the projection from SaberSim to SaberSim adjusted. They want you to make extra clear that you've messed around with it and this isn't SaberSim anymore. It's your variation on SaberSim. And yeah, that's what we're doing, man. We're trying to get unique. We're trying to get some edge. And I think clear edge today. That game's massively underprojected. Just look at their pace. Neither one of these teams is dead last. They're all kind of middle of the pack defensive efficiency as well. So, okay, I don't understand why they'd be so far trailing everybody in this games today. Besides that, what else do I have? Value top of the list. Giannis is out. We still don't have like I've been waiting like 3 hours, 4 hours now. They don't have a change in the ownership. So I was making fun of it to the Discord, but obviously you're going to have higher ownership on the Milwaukee guys. They're not going to be 0.3% Chris Middleton and 0.06% Brook Lopez. So for leverage, I'm not going to do the leverage column because it's meaningless. These are not correct ownerships. Um, but yeah, I do think these are good plays. Jay Crowder, Bobby Portis. Play him, assuming Jay starts. If somebody else starts, whatever. Bobby Portis off the bench. Play him. Yes, off the bench. Brook Lopez not getting really enough minutes to jam, but if he hits his threes, whatever, he could still get there. A shooter's chance, especially if he's 0.06% owned with no Giannis. Geez, that's just insane. So I think all these guys are massively under-owned right now, but obviously I think that like Pat Beverly is getting 30 minutes a game without Giannis. So if he's 0.35% owned, I mean, I have him 15% right now, but I might back up the truck a little further. Okay, so other Toronto, just nobody's here. We've never had a game like this with Quickly and Barrett and Scotty Barnes out. So your guess is as good as mine. And so where you differ with the ownership, go with it. For me, that's Gary Trent Jr. and Bruce Brown. if this game stays close, it's probably one of those guys maxing out, right? So, I got them in there, even though, yeah, and Grady Dick, if you wanted to have a Grady Dick thing too, I don't know. He's not been getting good enough rotation minutes. Plus, yeah, whoever starts probably between Nwora and Dick is who I favor here. And if it's massively over-owned Nwora and under-owned Dick, I don't know. Maybe I do something there eventually. Talking myself into it, though, I'm going to need other people to talk me into it as well because I don't really feel that move. So yeah, anybody I'm fading? I'm fading Jake LaRavia. I don't really like. Yeah, he'll get minutes. He's fine. I'm not full fading him, but I don't. All these Memphis guys, we just got way better value. I assume their ownerships will go down, but there's just no reason to count on GG Jackson smashing in garbage time today. Now that I did fully cross off, I think some of them, or at least yeah. Well, I didn't cross them off, but I lowered the projections on Bane, Jaren Jackson. I don't expect this game to stay close. I'm not projecting these guys for 38, 39 minutes like a close game's going to happen. The line is 10 points. I don't know what's happening in the game sims or what they expect out of these coaches, but that's not me. So all those fades make sense. And all the plays make sense. So hopefully you enjoyed them. And remember, you're good enough, you're strong enough, and gosh darn it, someone's got to win that money. Might as well be